Halo, halo, and welcome to that wonderful week that has been E3 2021.
Aye, we're back with episode 18, me mateys.
Guys, gals, friends, and pals, what a turnaround it has been since last year. What was the calm before the storm sense of hype going into 2020's gameplay reveal, then met with a lukewarm reception. A delay, as well as a promotional rollout that was just missing the tagline, everything but the game, has finally turned into a positive sense of euphoria, now fresh off this 2021 reveal of my new honey baby, Cortana 2.0, along with the first reveal of multiplayer footage. Adding to said euphoria, however, was the promise of more to come, and with that, we are here to kick off a discussion and analysis of yesterday's multiplayer overview. Now, I've been talking so long, you're probably wondering, where is my better half? Well, without further ado, guys, gals, friends, and pals, I'm your co-host, Joshua, and joined with me as always, my buddy, my pal, my friend, the Aragorn to my Boromir, Bryan Arvett. Bryan,
What up?
That wasn't pre-planned at all, but that went really well. Heck yeah. Josh, I think it's interesting you said, the wonderful week that is E3 week, but I think the thought in the air is right now, really what's wonderful about it has been Microsoft Showcase. It's actually been a pretty poor showing for E3 this year. Really the only one, and it's so weird that we're talking about this because usually Xbox is the one that gets criticized, but they're kind of the beacon of light this year around. Don't you agree?
Yeah,
well, I guess you probably
I still don't feel good about their press.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that while saying that. But
to be fair, it probably is the best that we've gotten out of anything so far.
Which
but
is,
I more so mean specifically the Halo stuff. I think,
it's
in terms of Halo, it's a good time to be a Halo fan again.
When we were going through that January to May of 2020, the Halo content literally felt like I need water. That's what it felt like. People who are here for it, they know.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, we kind of mentioned this in our episode we released just a few days ago. We knew that something was going to be coming, a new video, a new little documentary about the multiplayer was going to be coming very soon.
Hell yeah.
We mentioned we might be doing another episode quickly to cover that, and lo and behold, it happened. Here we are. So we're going to cover that
Here we
now.
are, my lovelies.
Yeah, and it was a really cool, informative video. We got some awesome stuff to talk about. This is going to be a much shorter episode. If you haven't listened to the last one yet, it is 4.5 hours long, but it is
Oh yeah, but
great.
what was the one before that?
Ooh, juicy content. 3.5 hours. So, dude, I was actually
We're not
thinking
going
about
for
this.
5.5 this time, guys.
No,
okay?
I was actually thinking about this earlier this morning. I looked at our podcast stats, and I went, if you listen to our last 2 episodes, they can literally get you through every minute of an 8-hour shift.
Isn't that crazy?
That's insane, dude. That's
Insane, yeah.
for people like us who love the longer the better. That's great content. That's awesome. I don't understand. There's people like my wife. She's like, I prefer an hour or less, and I'm like, I just don't resonate with that at all. I just don't resonate.
No, I know, and a lot of podcasts I listen to seem to go for that. So.
Yeah. So
And I get it, but every time it ends, I'm like, I gotta wait a week.
Yeah, I get 30 to 45 minutes in. I'm like, okay, I'm just warming up, and if they're like, all right, we're done, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
That's unacceptable.
for sure.
But all right, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to start that video that released yesterday. It's a 12-minute video multiplayer overview. It's got some of the devs talking. It's got new footage. They're going over some of the new things that will be in there. We're going to line it up between each other, and we're going to play it, and we're going to talk through it. Well, that's how we'll start this episode. Once that's over with, that's about 12 minutes long. Josh and I will discuss what we saw, go into in-depth analysis of it, and then kind of get out of here. It'll be a nice, quick episode. So, Josh, let's move over to that video. Are you going to count 3, 2, 1, and on 1 we'll hit play?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Boom, here we go.
Man,
Okay.
continue content.
I love this new logo.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
343.
the new logo is pretty sweet.
It's the best logo they've ever made. It really implies like they're the Halo developer. Oh, that
Okay,
game's
you carrying
beautiful.
a flag, so much shit going on right now. Multiplayer carnage, man.
I love this.
Oh man, this feels like a big doc. Seeing it again.
Yeah, this really gives me the Bungie vibes of their Vidocs. You know what I mean?
I could see that. Oh, dude,
Which
girl's
I love.
super cute. I watched this whole video to see if she had a ring on her finger, but I never got to see her hand.
She is really cute, but it looks like she's tired from late development.
She does look tired, but so beautiful. Oh, this guy's my favorite person. He looks like the nicest guy.
Oh, he looks so nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so nice.
I would mention his name if I had caught
yeah,
it,
so we see the
maybe
gravity hammer. It's getting these shots of the Spartans and everything. This was really cool, though, to see. I wasn't sure what we were going to get initially when this aired. Like, how long... I wasn't sure if we were going to get a half hour.
A lot of confidence
anyway,
coming off this video.
Joe Staten is sitting. Joe Staten
man.
in 2021 is talking about a new Halo.
You know what's crazy, dude? I love Joe Staten so much, and it makes me happy and sad to think if I go back and watch his like ODST reveal, he looks like he could almost pass for my age back then, and now it's like he couldn't. You know what I mean?
So much time has passed.
Like it's been so many years since ODST.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Been a while since Joe Staten revealed ODST.
Yeah, he's done so much since then too. Tell Me Why, Crackdown 3, a bunch of other stuff.
Such a lovable dude.
Yeah. This guy, man, the ZZ Top beard and the rat tail.
Oh yeah,
going on in the bag.
Tom French.
Big musician, I can tell. The guitar and everything like that. It's interesting. We do see some new people in this, like this guy here, Andrew Witz. I don't remember seeing him before.
I'm probably wrong, but I just feel like half these people listen to the kind of music I do.
They're what?
I feel like half of these developers listen to the kind of music I do, like heavy metal.
Oh yeah, I could see that. No, I could see that. I could definitely tell. I got that vibe too.
Oh,
seeing more gameplay footage. This looks really cool, man. I've noticed a lot in this. Like I'm seeing the outlines more of the sort of red versus blue kind of team stuff. And
does it make you feel worse, better, or the same?
The same. I mean, we'll get into that kind of after. Yeah. Like, I still have concerns with it, but at the same time, I'm like, I need to play.
Where does the assault rifle design rank for you right now, Josh? Just vaguely. Is it up in the top or lower?
Mid-tier. Actually, probably lower tier. I don't like it as much, but I don't mind it. You know what I mean?
I like it a lot. I think my favorite is probably Halo 4s. But
yeah, Halo 4s.
Or 1. 1's kind of hard.
I loved Halo 3s, but I don't think many other people do, so.
Yeah, Halo 3 is probably my least favorite, honestly, just because it's... Probably mostly because of the sound, though.
I get that. No, definitely, but...
this is where... Okay, so David Garza talks about the sandbox, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure... Late Night Gaming is levitating out of his seat.
Quinn Del Hoyo is talking. Great to see Quinn again.
Quinn Del Hoyo.
Look at that grenade bank right there.
Yeah, that's man. Quinn Del Hoyo has become one of those Halo developers that we just love and hold in a high tier, which is so funny because when Josh and I first saw the Halo 5 gameplay reveal way back in the day where they unveiled that everything was going to have aim down sights, Quinn Del Hoyo is one of the first people they showed, and we hadn't seen him before. And I remember just like being so upset with Halo 5 having aim down sights back then and not knowing much about it, and I just remember looking over at Josh and being like, I don't like that guy. And I love that guy now. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. He's synonymous with 343 now. I just can't imagine it without him. Like, I would never want him to leave. I remember when he got, I can't remember where I heard it, but he got promoted or whatever. He got the different position that he had for Halo 5, and I remember thinking, oh no, because I was like, I'm happy for him, but I'm like, I don't want what I did like about Halo 5 to be changed, you know? Like, I let him stay in his place because he did so good at what he did, but now he's
Josh, while you were talking, something they showed off here and announced that I've seen a couple people be upset with, but I think most people are okay with it, is they're moving the overshield and like camo abilities that have been pickups on the map. They're making them now, instead of just walking over it and it automatically applies, you pick it up, you can activate it when you'd like, but if you die with it, then somebody else can pick it up. What do you think?
Pretty crazy, yeah. And then we just also saw the Warthogs that now can sometimes get their wheel shot off, and then they have that sort of doomsday effect of they take a lot of damage, they're going to eventually just detonate, and it's up to you to decide whether you want to hang on or get off. Yeah. Now we're seeing footage of the Razorback. Thoughts on that, Brian?
Well, it's interesting because I don't think like they really said in this video, but if the Razorback can actually hold like people in the back, like it looks like, that can like fire and act kind of like your Warthog turret, I think the Razorback could be an awesome big team battle, vehicle. Because like you said, if you're carrying a turret and a flag, and then you got a couple buddies in the back defending you, that could be super badass.
Yeah, I can see that vehicle being really good if you're trying to make a flag run for sure. Yeah. We'll get into that more later, but definitely a cool feature. I'm loving seeing,
Fernando Reyes Medina. He looks like such a
I love that dude. I don't know him, but love him. Yeah. Valhalla vibes right here. But look at that turret. That's really cool. Hands gripping onto that. Oh my gosh. Guys, as we're watching this, I went back and I watched this earlier this morning in like 0.25 speed on YouTube, and I was like dissecting it. It was awesome to watch this.
Josh really
and visually,
put the time in
what an upgrade.
Okay, I'm actually really now we found out more now since our last episode, and I really love the whole Pelican like dropping off.
Yeah, ordnance drops are confirmed to just be
A way of
their
respawn.
new version of spawning. So like instead of being vehicles and weapons spawning out of thin air,
It'll make me feel more like part of that world.
yeah. I mean, it sounds fine to me. I mean, I have my concerns, but it's only because it's a new thing. You
Well,
know what
Josh,
I
tell
mean?
me if you
Like,
agree, but like just with this being like the classic Halo big team battle, but up to 24 players and having like the Pelican dropping stuff off and all that, I think for the new generation who might be playing this free to play and Twitch streaming and stuff, this might feel like a really new, innovative multiplayer compared to what else is on the market.
I hope so. And that's a really good point you make, dude. I hope so, because if that does do well, man, that's going to be so refreshing and inject some new life into that market that's just been Battle Royale, that's just been like all these different types of looter shooters. And we need fresh air there.
I don't want to upset anybody, but like I really feel like this was such a smart, strong decision to not do a Battle Royale. Like I feel like that would have been the wrong move.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it at launch. I want it for people who want it, but like maybe this game will come out and people will be like, man, I don't even know if I want that now. But
yeah, it's its own thing.
sure
Josh,
people
this
will
is something
still
that
support
we posted about on the Twitter after this video that really blew up. People are really liking. You can have your own custom AI in Halo Infinite multiplayer. What do you think?
yeah, I don't know how I feel about that yet. Really split.
Well, I actually feel a lot better about it now, Josh, because correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like it's going to be more or less just a combination of cosmetic and audio. Like it's not actually going to be helping you at all as much as it's going to be in your ear going like, oh, the flag's been
that
taken
part's
and stuff.
fine. That part's, I mean, that's better for sure than what I was
It doesn't seem like it
initially
helps with gameplay, which is
worrying
good.
about. But yeah, now we're seeing the
This
new
guy-
Waypoint stuff.
Yeah, we're going to get
Waypoint
more of
app.
that soon here.
So that's interesting. We'll talk
Probably
about
come
that
to that
more
in our
later.
next episode.
But yeah, seeing these different menus. This guy reminds me of Jonin, but Jonin is...
Oh, that dude has the biggest official NES collection ever. That's what I get.
Dude, that dude had some 5e D&D books in the back. I saw that shit, and I was like, that's a D&D dude right there. It's so cool.
This guy talking right now reminds me of Dan Ayub.
I can kind of see that. He's the new Dan A.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
I miss
I miss
Dan
Dan A.
Halo stuff,
Yep.
for sure. And when I saw that
I
one
love
dude
they brought
earlier,
the
though, I was
classic-
like, is that Jonin? I was like, he's working at 343? He never told us? Yeah, that guy right there, but
Yeah, I know what you're
Jonin's
talking
far more
about.
handsome. Not that this guy's not handsome.
Yeah,
got
nice
nice
save,
hair.
Josh.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. There's so much to take in this. That's why I had to go back. I've watched this like 3 or 4 times now, and then the last time we watched it, or I watched it before this, was at 0.25 speed, because it's just like all this highlight reel stuff has given me so much. I'm usually not a person who likes to go frame by frame and dissect stuff, but I was like, you know what, I gotta do it, and I learned so much from it. Even seeing this map right here, which looks to be like a training ground map, really cool.
I love how that sniper
We're seeing
looks.
that same screenshot before of all the Spartans in their poses, which looks
Yeah.
really cool, really badass. I want that 343 hoodie, Brian.
Yeah, put it up on the store. I'll pay.
What do you think of that samurai armor?
I think it looks awesome. I actually like it more. I've never been a huge Hayabusa fan, so I actually like this a lot better.
It does.
Josh, what are your thoughts on the whole battle pass thing? That made people really happy.
I'm happy for people, and I think honestly, it's the least predatory one I've ever heard of, because the biggest thing about it that they kind of expressed in this that's made a little more clear online is that, you know, when you buy a battle pass, they haven't even said yet if it's going to cost money or if it's like points or something like that, which I assume it's going to be money, but you know, if you buy it, the stuff for that never expires. So if you buy into it and you don't even unlock everything, but when that season expires in that battle pass, you can still get it years from now as long as you bought into it, which is just great incentive to still at least buy into it, earn that stuff later on. There's so little bit of FOMO, which I think everyone worries
I think it
about.
might
Like,
be a new industry standard, which is pretty awesome.
we could definitely do that.
I really like Commander Lorette. I don't have enough to like her from. Like, they haven't told me enough, but I mean, I just think she's cool.
The only issue I'm kind of having so far is she reminds me of how 343 tends to take Halo 4 and 5 a little more serious, and I don't like that as much. I like the balance.
I kind of get that.
When I say I miss like the Bungie type Halo, I never mean like the graphics. I never mean. I
you
really
were in the-
specifically just mean like how the world
itself
events
less
felt serious,
seriously.
but like the characters sometimes knew how to crack a joke here and there. Although there's probably people who are like, they do that in Halo 4 and 5, but you guys know what I mean. It's still different. But not bad. David Ellis, I see him on Twitter all the time. Love that dude. Avery Johnson,
it's
Spartan Academy thingamajiggy.
Do you think this academy will get used a lot, Josh? I think it will, but my first thought when they first announced it was, that's probably something I wouldn't use much, but it seems like they put a lot of thought into it. I think it actually will be probably.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try it out. I might even do all of that, like if they have some kind of little tutorial thing, I'll probably try it out before I even jump into the multiplayer, just to see what the bots are like and everything, and just to get, refreshed on everything. But I think it's awesome it's in there. I'm really happy that they.
You know what I love? So Unishek's talking right now. You know what I love about Unishek is, like, despite him being an awesome part of 343, who, I'm very glad he's there. He has this look on his face like he's just happy to be there, and I love it.
Yeah, he's wearing the smile on his face for sure. Love to see that guy.
We failed to mention that this video we're watching is actually #1 trending on YouTube, which is awesome.
Yeah, over 1 million views at the moment.
Yeah,
that's insane. That's a good sign though for it. What a turnaround, man! What a turnaround. It's nice to have this momentum. I'm so glad a year ago, although it would have sucked to go back then and know that I would have to wait a year for it to get to this point. But that's just I'm glad we're here finally. It's where we thought we were going to be.
Wendell Hoyo has this, like, I get this vibe from him that he's really good at, like, zeroing in on the target of, like, his goals with the game, and just like drowning out criticism or loud noises. Like, I feel like he's just a very focused person.
Yeah. Seeing more gameplay, the last bits of it, oddball, someone getting whacked in the head, seeing a ghost, Needler going off on people.
I love that oddball makes me think of our show now.
Oddball.
There it is, guys.
I throw it now after doing the what's up.
I love how the sniper looks. I just love everything.
Root hammer, Halo.
Something, the video just came to an end. Something that people complained about a lot last year that seems to be removed is the honeycomb effect over the recharge shields. So that's gone.
I'm noticing that on the Spartans, though, kind of.
Yeah, but it's not in the actual, like, first-person view, you know what I mean?
That's true.
But, yeah. That is it for the video. Josh, what are your immediate thoughts watching that video again? Does it take you back to the Bungie Vidoc days at all, or?
It does. It makes me really excited, man. That's one of my that and the stuff with New Cortana is honestly what's really gotten me hyped about Halo again. That was awesome to see. But the multiplayer stuff itself, definitely cool to see the focus. Doesn't seem like they're really doing a Warzone. It seems like Warzone has merged into Big Team Battle for this new version, and
seems like
that's pretty damn exciting. For you, Brian, someone being who gets a lot of their Halo multiplayer fun out of Big Team Battle, how does this look for you in terms of fun?
I think this is the most excited I've ever been for the multiplayer aspect of Halo since probably I was probably Halo 3. Dude.
Halo 3.
Because like when Halo 3 was first shown off, I was like, oh, man cannons, bubble shield, the Hornet, all this stuff, Sand Trap, the Elephant. It was all this new stuff I hadn't seen in Halo.
Right.
And now with this, I'm seeing, all these new equipment items. I'm seeing the grapple shot. I'm seeing the new vehicles, and I'm just like, this feels like the first time in a while that they've really brought in some truly new stuff. It just looks like it's so much fun to play, and I was somebody who played Big Team of Battle a lot when I was younger, and it just didn't really exist in 5, in my opinion. In a way, like, it existed technically in 5, but in a way that I think its DNA was still there. I don't feel like the DNA of Big Team Battle was there.
I can't imagine a single person who would disagree with you.